Leeds United. Marching on together, but marching out of the club is Jesse Marsch. After the American picked up only 4 wins out of 21 games in the Premier League, he's been given his marching orders. I'll stop with the puns. He leaves Leeds United with no replacement really wanting to go. At the time of recording, Rayo Vallecano have blocked Iraola being poached from their club. And Carlos Coberan, Marcelo Bielsa's predecessor, has signed a new contract at West Brom. Leaves Leeds fans in limbo. Do they want Bielsa back? Do they need someone else? They need to make a decision quickly or they'll be relegated. Pochettino is a name in the hat, and I'm thinking down the Argentine lines. We've got to pick a manager for the job. Andrea Radrizzani has to make a decision for Leeds along with Angus Crinia, and it's going to be very unrealistic. But I think I found the replacement. Another Argentine in Diego Simeone. Yes, Diego Simeone. I'm going to give him the Leeds job. He's going to buy into the project here at the Whites, and he's going to sign up, not for some boring defensive football, but for title-winning success. We need to turn Leeds into a big club again. And that is what we're gonna do this save. And yes, before you guys say it, I know this is straight after the Manchester United save, but I put it on the community tab, and I got some comments for Leeds United, and there was a few comments, but 2 came up for Leeds, and I got likes, so I'm gonna give this a go. Also, I do believe Leeds United is a save that we can get some progress in, that doesn't have to be a one-off, as there's Diego Simeone, walking into Elland Road, holding the Leeds United shirt high. He's got some work cut out for him. This squad, I've got to be honest, I think it is a very decent squad in the making. A lot of youngsters, the likes of Greenwood, likes of Somerville especially. Still, it's not top-notch Premier League quality. I can't wait to use Willy Gnoto. He looks sensational. I think the first places that we do improve is this shoddy defence. My opinion, none of them are really good enough. The leak goals for fun. I like Cooper, the captain, but I think he's had his heyday in the defence. Max Woba has just turned up as well, a left-footed centre-half. He will probably be of use. And I can't wait to use Jorginho Rutter, 20-year-old left-footed striker. We've got some decent strikers, but still, this is the formation I'm kind of looking at. I don't want to just go with the basic... what formation is it? It's the 4-2-3-1, even though it's kind of like it. And I think this may be my starting team. I've got to be controversial. I'm not a big fan of Brendan Aronson. Still, I think it's the defence we focus on, the centre-halves, the full-backs. We've got plenty of striking options at the moment. And one thing that really does surprise me is the youth development being low at Leeds United. That's the position that Leeds are famous for. They want a veteran player signing as well. It seems like they want to go older. 10 clean sheets this season is going to be difficult. Only shirt sales and a mid-table finish demanded by the board. Have we got a player in the academy? Oh boy, we have. Look at Cameron Butcher. The Butcherer, we're going to call him. Bin off Lisandro Martinez. 17-year-old, 75 rated. Get in my first team squad. As with the 50 million, we buy in top-notch scouts to find top-notch youngsters. 1 to England, 1 to Northern Ireland, and 1 to Argentina. And Butcher is the same rating as Aronson. That is just the like-for-like replacement we needed. Some good players out on loan. Diego Llorente has gone to Jose Mourinho's men. Charlie Cresswell and Leo Schelge. Cody Drummer at Luton Town. Got smashed by Grimsby. Always got to put that in there. Luis Bates is now at Oxford. Didn't know that, actually. Alfie McCalmont's struggling a bit. Jamie Shackleton at Millwall. Weston McKennie is one of the loanees coming in. Helder Costa's still on the Leeds box. Dan James, Tyler Roberts, Ian Pervader, and Joe Gelhar, who's just gone to Sunderland. So youth is kind of not a problem. And we've done a lot off the field already before Tyler Adams even got the chance to welcome us. Thank you. He's actually the captain in the team. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. I think I want a bit more of a leader. Of course, if we sign one, that's not really a leader, is it? Because he's new as, bid straight in for Cameron Butcher from Latium. No. He's just showing his face. As one player not showing the face is Mateo Josep, signed from Santander over in Spain, and we are going to try and get him on loan to Turkey. And a bid even in from Batiste for Junior Firpo. Now, I think any other season I might have accepted that, but with the position being very, very scarce, I don't really want to lose all as left-backs. We'll need another one before he can leave. And the business starts with Mateo Joseph going out, so we need some replacements. Ooh, and Marseille even in for Rodrigo. That's a decent bid, you know, for an old, aging player, but he's one of the experienced heads that want us to build around, so we can't really afford to lose him. Sonny Perkins, on the other hand, we can loan to Paris, but I'd like him on a short term. Want to see him back. Scored to get them the replay against Cardiff IRL, as that Sinisterra changing positions. Want players to fit the formation. Even Marseille wanting Patrick Bamford. They've been watching Leeds. And I believe we start with another central defender that I've found. We've got Walmed Omari from Stade Rennais. Or Stade Rennais. Got the link with Rafinha coming across to the Premier League and to Leeds United. Mendy's made the move. Stade Rennais produce good youngsters. I don't want to pay his release clause though, because I've spent a lot of money on scouts. I think we've got like 35 million? 36. Close enough, but we need to get this guy on the lowest of the low. Can we get him for the 9 million? Oh, they feel like they've wasted the time. That's a perfect start to this lead save. Rejected by the first player. And we're going into the first game of pre-season with this new squad. Just want to see how this does. Ooh. And we lose to Frankfurt. That's not a great start, but still we'll push on. Borussia Dortmund after Jack Harrison. Compliments to him. But Jack Harrison is a player that I really do want to use in this save. Good club, but Leeds United even better. And I've changed Wilfred Gnoto's position. 18-year-old, 74 rated now as a right winger. A lot better. And same with Somerville's position change. This team's getting better. And we ignore Omari, who left us hanging, and we're going to go in for Kevin Danso. Get two Austrians at centre-back. If only one of them could have a word with David Alaba, I think we'd be pretty set. Come on, Leeds. We need at least one signing. They want 16 and a big sell-on clause. Come on, settle on 14 and a half. 17. 17's a lot. I'll go for 16. I think that is fair. 16.3. Shake my hand. It'll do me. It's a 5-year contract for the Austrian. Him and Maximilian Voba at the back is going to take a pay decrease to join Leeds United. Thank you very much. What a signing. He's here and he's wonderful. The new number 4, Danso, in the white shirt. We need him to make a big impact for Simeone. He scouted him from Lens. He trusts him. I believe he starts ahead of Koch, and we stick Woba still at left centre-back because he's left-footed. That is a solid 2 in the back. Basically 2 new players as well if you're counting Butcher as a signing. Left-back. We're coming for you, Firpo. Pre-season over as well, and youth reports coming in. Have we got another Butcher already? And the first game against Brentford soon coming to us. We've got to make sure we beat them. Thomas Frank, Brentford have a bit of an edge. That is a first good game to have. We're on the road to already getting enough shirt sales in, which is perfect as well. The Youth Academy is going. Good stuff. And for once, I've actually not signed a veteran yet. Speaking of, it's all the veterans that are going to leave at the end of the contract. Luke Ayling, Adam Forshaw, and Joel Robles. Or not leave, but not retiring. They're running out the quickest, so we've probably got to address that at the end of the season. Probably even before that, as I do want to keep a little bit of money left over, but I found a decent left back. Juan Miranda of Real Betis. We should have tried to get him in a swap deal for Firpo. Never realised the actual quality this man has, and of course he's another Spaniard, but joining this team and the hierarchy would be such a good signing. Simeone's been watching out for him whilst he's been coaching Atletico Madrid back over in La Liga. They want Butcherer. No chance you're getting him. The Butcherer stays with us. I don't even think I'm going to call him Butcher at any point. 13 million's better for Juan Miranda. They want a sell-on clause. They don't get it. It's settled on 13. They're going to shake my hand. Another player not willing to go over the top with his money, which is absolutely perfect. Sign up for the Whites. I'm going to say Blues then. Not the Blues anymore. A superb grab for Diego Simeone. We're not playing a 4-4-2 here as well, which I haven't touched on. His favoured formation, but we're going to play him at the position of left back and run with 4-3-3. There he is. He's here. And he's amazing. So that's what we're going with. Danso and Miranda will fully be expected to make their debuts. Happy with this squad we have built. Still no one for the captain role. I'm going with Tyler Adams. But I am happy with the squad. Seeing if it's fit enough and no injuries for Brentford. Before we even get to that, an offer in for Robin Koch from, of course, Ajax. I'm gonna ask for more money, but I'm not really gonna try and keep him here. Ooh, they'll pay 12.2. Gotta be accepted. But it doesn't actually look fully fit. What is up with Harrison and Bamford? That is the effect of Marcelo Bielsa. He's ran them into the ground too much. They're even tied for the first game of the season. Or I guess you could say training's gone well. Miranda and Danso will, confirmed, start for Leeds United in the big game against Brentford. Pontus Jansson we will see again. Come on, Whites. Get Simeone up and running in Yorkshire. Travelling to the G-Tech, the new big shiny stadium of Brentford. Ivan Toney on the Tifo. We know he holds a grudge against Arsenal, Newcastle, and the Whites. So we've got to make sure we beat them just to rub it in his face. Also can see Mikel Antonio and Philip Billing in their lineup. They've been very savvy in this window. And Pontus Jansson was there, but we have, my opinion, got the better manager. People don't like Diego Simeone. People don't like Leeds United themselves. So we've got to try and be that grudgy team. Make sure everyone dislikes us, but make sure we win in. As Miranda with the ball straight over the top into Luis Sinisterra. Sinisterra will jog back there. Miranda straight on the ball. That's into Tyler Adams, the captain, you know. He tried his luck. Harrison trying to force something. He's got the shot in. It still falls back to Jack Harrison in the middle. Goal! Early on. It's Tyler Adams, the captain, who's managed to squeeze it in. Relentless pressing. What a start to the game, eh? That is why I wanted to keep Jack Harrison. Perfect football. Pontus and Ayer nowhere to be seen. Leeds United get the lead. Poor from Strakoschka in the goal as well, the Albanian. Very poor. Want a good debut from this youngster as well. Didn't touch on that. It's a very small one. The new number 14. As Christiansen turns back. Surprised he didn't end up at Brentford, being Danish. Also, haven't touched much on Rocker in this team. I want Mark Rocker to be a staple. He's the man in the middle that I want to run everything as Mikel Antonio. Come on, get across to him. That's a good ball into Vitaly Janelt. Good header, Max Wober. He's actually a decent Leeds United player. As Patrick Bamford. He was the man to start up front with a ball straight over to Luis Sinisterra. Back into Patrick. Now on to Tyler Adams. Harrison with another run through again. That is a dipping header off the post. And Jack Harrison, what a start in his Leeds United career under Simeone. Be a hard comeback now for Brentford, this. What a header. I didn't know he had that much muscle power in his neck. Some happy Leeds fans in that away end as a ball whipped into the box though, and Ivan Toney looking to test Meslier. Still Kevin Danso yet to be tested, as that's a terrible ball from Christiansen. Sort that out. Mr. Injury prone as Max Wober now. Through into Danso, and Adams completely tucked down. That's a bad tackle. That could be a big injury. Wasn't a good one, and Tyler Adams blasted the free kick over afterwards. It was that bad I don't even want to include it. Shocker. Oh, Danso's had a shocker. Ivan Toney's in behind. Christiansen has to watch. It's good movement from us though. That's through. Mikel Antonio. Oh, Danso! Now our centre-half's going to go into the block, and a free kick in a good position. Protects this, Philip Billing or Antonio. Billing's going to strike it, and straight down the throat of Ilian. Ivan Toney cannot get a touch forward. Max Wober, dodgy stuff from the Austrian still. Little dink over the top, and we can get running again here. That's a ball through onto Patrick Bamford. Brilliant one-touch stuff from Leeds United. 3-0 before the break. It is Patrick Bamford. Patrick Bamford. That is why we started him. The GTEC Stadium must be saving energy because there's definitely no speakers on here. No fans making a squeak, apart from some boos. It's 3-0 at the break on the opening game of the season against the Bees. I'm making no changes as well as Tyler Adams. He's going to slot that ball through the back. That's a good one. Straight into Bamford. Try and hold that up. That's good from Bamford. Oh, Henry. As Mikel Antonio gets the ball through us all there. Max Wober just watching it. Danso got the pass off. Matt Roker. This is what I mean. The workhorse, the clockwork man in the middle of the park. On to Tyler Adams, the captain at the moment. He's going to toe for another one. Oh! Tyler Adams has another screamer in his locker. It's four, and he's turning the camera in front of the Brentford fans. Big Willy Gnoto has come onto the field as well, the Italian, on the right-hand side. We want him to be a standout this season as well as Butcherer. So, what a start it's been for Butcherer anyway, but we want Gnoto to kick on. Weston McKennie's on the field as Philip Billing. That's a decent swing in, you know. I want a clean sheeter against Brentford just to rub it in. Patrick Bamford on a break as well. He uses Sinisterra. We've not seen much of him, but here is Butcherer running through the middle. Takes a touch inside, going for the finesse. Strakoschka stands strong, but what a result this will be for Simeone, who usually doesn't score much in games. A ball towards Weston McKennie. He's just come off the bench, headed down into him. That's into Patrick Bamford. That's 5. That is 5. 5. I need to check the difficulty. We are on Legendary. We are on what I usually use. But Brentford have honestly been dismantled. Honestly. I mean, it was offsided by Sinisterra, who might have been offside, but we've got away with it. And Max Wober with the pass forward straight into Brendan Aronson. Yes, we've brought him off the bench just to join the American trio, or make the American trio in the middle. Players backing off. Aronson just scuffs it. We've walked it against these. That's even a ball through to him again. He can't shoot clear on goal. Brentford still going, and Ivan Toney. Is this their first attack, really? I think it is. Rico Henry. Max Wober. What a tackle as Ivan Toney. Danzo. Even Meslier's got the ball now. He's running through players for fun. Oh, dear. We'll ignore that. Hush, hush. We keep that quiet for Meslier's sake. Johan Visser adding a consolation as Ivan Toney straight down the throat of Ilan Meslier again. We'll see the game out now, please. No more errors. Pushing us back. As soon as it's hit 5, Brentford have woken up as Brendan Aronson. We still might have a chance for another, though. Sinister has been a man not really involved as much as I'd like. Header 1. Wide from McKennie. But we should have the game done. And there it is. 5-1 away from home on the opening game of the season. Plenty of empty multicoloured seats. That is just the start that we wanted to our Leeds United tenure. Diego Simeone is buzzing. Straight onto the Geordies as well after this one, but we are losing a player. Robin Koch does leave the club. He's not got his tash on his player face. That is the signature thing of him and the only thing going for him. He's not good at defending. Sorry, a bit of a low blow. So we're trying to get Giabi out on loan as well. One of the youngsters. And we have got rid of him. Going to Turkey. The Christmas tree team. As we're going to play Newcastle, who didn't win in their opening game of the season. Who else do we have? We have them, Birmingham, and Arsenal. I think we'll highlight the Geordies. We're top of the league, of course, with that goal difference. We'll play Arsenal and simulate Birmingham. And I'm going to go bold. I'm going to take Luis Sinisterra out and I'm going to start Willy Gnoto. He's brilliant. He had more of an impact in that game than Sinisterra did starting it. And Jack Harrison, well, he was just brilliant. Geordies will be desperate for a win to back up their disappointing loss. Don't know who it was against, but they did lose first game of the season. We did not. We need to keep our levels up. There'll never ever be a Leeds United penalty. Get in there. Jack Harrison has to take it. This could be our 6th, yes, 6th goal already, but we've got to score it against the ex-United keeper, Dubravka with the save. Still, it is our chance next, and Matt Roca, he's going to keep the ball, the man in the middle. Come on, just keep it off of them. That's just a ball dinked into the butcherer. Oh, Willock. And a ball here onto Roca. Uses Miranda, the Spanish link-up, as well as American and English in this team. Christiansen going over the top into Harrison. He just lets that roll for Miranda. Chance to whip it in straight at Kieran Trippier. Still, we've dominated this game. Harrison just has brilliant just agility. Keeps the ball. Has it back, the number 11. Back post towards Gnoto. It wasn't one. And after our penalty, it wouldn't be a game without them getting one. It has to be Meslier to save this. Isaac, will he go to the same side? Stick or twist? He twists! And Meslier saves it as well! What a game, by the way. Newcastle on the run. Isaac into Almiron. Just an absolute shove from Kenny Danzo. And he's got away with it. Ball to come in as well for Bruno G. Over the heads of everyone. Matt Rocker with that block. That was vital. Sinisterra and McKennie are on as Isaac's on for a run. Kenny Danzo. Love our Kenny at the back, as it is a 0-0. Against the Geordies with a decent team, it's okay. But after a 5-1 win, you just want 2 wins. The goals we scored against Brentford, it felt like 2 wins in one, so I wanted to back it up. Benfica want Patrick Bamford as well. Absolutely no. Birmingham in the Carabao as well. We're going to change it up. Carabao Cup, not as much priority. A very energised and very fully fit and sharp team. I'm only joking, of course. It is terrible, but still, Birmingham Championship. We should win it with this squad. Struggling to even fit Pascal Struijk in that team, as they won on penalties. Oh, and a Man United loanee, Mejbri scoring the winner. Christiansen losing it for us. It was a 2-2 draw. Hogan late on. Harrison off the bench. And Patrick Bamford, very poor. And we actually went with the first team as well. I didn't even change it. That first team just lost to Birmingham. And Wolves after Stewie Dallas? Nope. He's a good utility man. I want to keep him at the squad. At Arsenal up next, I'm going to try more firepower on the bench. Rodrigo sitting there. Bamford starts. Harrison and Sinisterra back in. And McKennie. Just rating, really. Arsenal are going to be the toughest test. We've just lost, drawn, and won emphatically. Let's win emphatically again. And the T4 of Weston McKennie. Our first game played at Ellen Road. It's took a while. Simeone being introduced to the faithful. We were at St Andrews, St James's, and the G-Tech. Let's have a big game here. Even Danzo has the armband. He could actually be a leader, you know. He's still relatively young, but he is one of his best central defenders. I like a defender being it as Granit Xhaka. What a save, Meslier. Still, though, you can see at the bottom corner, Weston McKennie's picked up an injury. Tyler Adams, the light for light. Not a good start for his low knee. Very poor, but Miranda has a run on. Oh, Tommy Asu in the way. Arsenal are coming to press. Premier League as usual, and as expected, the priority. And we want to keep on going after being undefeated in the first two. Leeds United struggling here to Arsenal, though. Come on, Leeds. Now it's into Jesus. Thomas Partey. Oh, Meslier's not saved it correctly. He's just got a bit of a bouncer on it, like he did against Man United the other day. Thomas Partey scores. It's a good finish as well, you know. He's just managed to squeeze it in. Bumbled through his hands. This is where the players earn the money, though. They've got to be better than that last goal. Come on. Put the press back on. Jonathan Tah in their defence. No Ramsdale in goal as well. Matt Turner, the American, against the American kind of base squad. Leeds United States of America this is. As now Bukayo Saka getting that pass off into Gabriel Jesus. A brilliant spin. Good tackle. No, it's not a foul. Christiansen is penalised. Can't go in the book, can he? Surely not. Oh, my days. Smallest bit of contact. Free kick. Odegaard. Oh, that's a scary one. We know how good he can be with him. As now that's into Gabby Jesus. Martinelli. Thomas Partey again. Charging through. Saka on the edge of the box. Patrick Bamford with a big block. Straight into Luis Sinisterra. Sinisterra has to hold this ball up, and he turns in and out. He tries to put the ball over the top. That's a good one. Straight into Miranda. Miranda all the way behind his runners. And we have to still continue to just up it a bit. Adams into the Butcherer. Butcherer takes a touch to the side with the ball out into Miranda. Miranda's going to slow this down. Whip it in. Straight to Mats Hummels. The Bundesliga defenders doing very well. Gabriel Jesus doing equally as good. He should have two. That's a poor opportunity. A Sinisterra. What a ball through the middle, though. Patrick Bamford. Very close. Sinisterra hooking that over the top into Patrick Bamford again. Bamford tries to cut back. He can't even get his pass off. Bukayo Saka running past us again right here. And he's even got inside of us. Miranda. That's a shocker, actually. That could be a red. He went straight through the back of Saka. He could be making stuff a lot harder. It's a yellow card. One has survived. Doesn't excuse how poor we've kind of been. Butcherer. That's half time. That's 1-0 down. And I'm going to go bold. I'm going to put Rodrigo up front instead of Bamford. Yes, he's slower, but I feel like Rodrigo's just a bit more tricky. Coleman hoofball not working as Harrison. That's a ball through onto Rodrigo. Tried to get it around the corner. Urgency leads. Urgency. The Yorkshire chance going round. Gabriel Martinelli holds on to the ball. That's into Martin Odegaard. Was a good save as that's Kevin Danso passing around the corner straight into Christiansen. Mark Roca. That's now on to Adams. Come on, get forward here. Look at the run through in the middle. It's the Butcherer. He was almost there. He's got the ball again, though. Flick around the corner. That's in the middle. Oh, no. It's more like it. Saka has somehow squeezed through, though. Saka tries to put it across, and Meslier with a save. Still, come on. We can't clear it. They've got so many players forward each time. Thomas Partey's got a double. Whoa, believing some afters on him, but that's a bigger challenge now to overcome. And I'm going to make changes. Both fullbacks on yellow cards. Get Somerville on. Get Willy Gnoto on. And just somehow trying this. Pace fry the wing and we're pushing us players forward as Adams straight into Mark Rocker. Look at the run here. Look at that movement. We still haven't got a substitutes through. But Jack Harrison drilling low. It'll fall straight into the Butcherer. And is this the chance? It is. The man, the myth, the legend, the youngster. That's a great ball. Rodrigo, man. How? Just how? A shocker as Butcherer threw that over-the-top ball into Rodrigo. Can he score that one? No, he don't. And that is the end of the game. A 2-0 defeat to Arsenal ends our successful run. Weston McKennie out for 5 days with the bruised shoulder. Was he just wimping out a little bit? I don't know. And I say it's a good run. We've had one big win. That's it. That is it. We're on to Brighton, Fulham and Aston Villa. Export points next time out. Expect, not expect. As thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. We'll get signing even more.